substitutions taking place.
Now it's Drogba. Bellingham. Played out to the right. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's played into the air. Up he goes! Oh, he's been caught. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's crossed into the middle. Collar. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Tries to pass it through. He has found a way through.
Šeško really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Šeško can be a real threat inside the box. Distributed tidily. Lahm. That's good play. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, this looks sharp. Menu. Well timed, excellent interception. Bale is herring after that one. Pedro Neto. Šeško. Lahm. Now it's Cruyff.
There they go, hunting again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's played in. And that has been cleared. Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's surging through. A probing pass. Nicked it back promptly. Cruyff. He's got away. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Cruyff. And that's that. Vietnam are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Vietnam definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And the keeper beats it away. Adriano. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Vitoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. That's good play. The ball goes in, climbs up big! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Valverde. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vittoria with the corner, there first. O'Shea. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. Nesta gets across to intercept that. There will be a throw-in. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. No goals as yet. And it's Seedorf. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Delivers with wit. A mighty effort! It's there! First blood drawn. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mateus. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Can he get it through? Vieira. Looking to play him in. Lahm delivers. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Nesta cuts out the pass. Pele, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Some good work on the right flank here. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. That's tidy. Aims beyond the defence. Lahm plays it in. And that has been cleared. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Fired deep towards the back post. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Ball driven towards the far post. Nice interception, well timed. Pele. Vieira. Played over towards the opposite flank. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. Pele, oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard, and it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf has created one goal already. Mateus. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Roberto Carlos. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Vietnam have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Vietnam definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Adriano. Ribery. Vieira. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
This is the time you need that pace.
Knocks it into space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, what about a counter-attack? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Seedorf. Now it's Pelé, spread out to the left, looking to go deep. Up he goes! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substituição em campo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 17. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
Teremos uma substituição.
And here's Messi. Adriano. And it's Ribery. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vitória appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Vinicius Junior, that is a great pick out. And this is Adriano. It is a corner.
Substituição em campo.
Vitória have their second corner now.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 14. Substituição.
He's having a shot! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vietnam have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Tries to play it through. Ribéry crosses. Oh, what a climb! It's in! And they get themselves in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam take the lead. And it's Lam. Seedorf. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung! Oh no, this does not look good. They're urging him to shoot. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Varane tries to clear. Oh, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ronaldinho. And it's Lam. Adriano. Seedorf. Adriano. Tries a shot! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 30.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Adriano. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Vieira. Adriano. Lam. He has found the way through. Lam delivers. Terrific header. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Ronaldinho. Gets a good foot in there. Bergkamp. O'Shea. And he's been shifted off it. Roberto Carlos. And time is up. Vietnam can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Adriano claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.